Hey guys, Captain Walnut here, and I'm just doing some experiments with these iron golems. I got the traditional village, quasi-village thing set up that people have been working with, like Doc M and all those other guys. Four walls, roof, some windows, a door, and about 20 villagers crammed in there. And then an area for golems to spawn on the south side. South being F3, there we go. South being F equals 1. They'll actually spawn pretty much anywhere around, but they're more likely to spawn on the south, so you get better spawn rates if you stick them on the south. You could do the same thing on this wall or on this wall. It's just, from my observations, it just seems better back here. They'll still spawn with about 10 villagers in there. It's just that they spawn more quickly with more villagers, because I guess they need to protect them more. So I was trying to do some experiments to see if this thing would act like a spawner, rather than natural mob spawning, more like a mob spawning cage. And the answer is kind of. As you can see here, they'll only spawn on these two gray wool here. They will not spawn on the glass blocks. But technically, these gray wools should be in a legal spawning ground, since I have both signs and water in the way. But they don't care, they spawn there anyway. Now, they all also spawn inside glass blocks. Like you see how they're spawning half on the glass and half on the wool. So if I had a glass wall right here, they'd spawn inside that glass wall. Same thing with the pistons and with repeaters and stuff. I was getting the occasional golem that would spawn half inside the piston or half inside the block that the piston was going to push. And that would make it so the golem wouldn't get pushed out. So that's why I'm using water streams here. Now the other thing that they behave the similar way to a spawner is that when they're over 8 blocks away from the village, a new one can spawn. So let me get rid of these water streams here, and I have multicolored wool here just so you can count. But this golem right now is standing within 8 blocks of this village. He's 8 blocks down, and you see no new golems are spawning. If I allow him to fall. I punched him, so he's going to be angry at me. Stay down there. Stay down. See, a new one spawned when he was down by 1. Now let's see if I can push these guys away. Excuse me, good sir. I didn't mean to anger you so. And this is going to be hard. He's not going to want to go away. Just get out of here. Go on. Get out of here. Good thing is you can punch him pretty far. Yeah. And then same thing here. Water flows 8 blocks. The pressure plates and oh well, I didn't do this right. Whatever. The pressure plates and signs. There we go. Sorry, brain fart. Mark the 8 block limit. So as soon as they get there, to that little dividing line, a new golem can spawn. It is random. Once a new golem can spawn, it is random the amount of time it takes for a new golem to spawn. As you can see, a new one hasn't spawned yet. But a new one is technically allowed to spawn the second that the golem gets past those signs. So this way you can get an infinite golem army, which is really nice if you got some mobs that need taken care of. And I have a ton of water down there because I was just doing some experiments with mobs. So let's get some zombies going on down here. And just, you can have some nice little battles. And I'm sorry about that lag there. I guess I'm getting some sound lag. I don't know what's going on. Oh wow, it's really bad. Just 1 second. Wow, that lag was actually because of all these these iron golems here trying to pathfind to the zombie all at once. So John definitely must be using like an A-star pathfinding algorithm because the game just lagged so hard with all these golems around here trying to get to the zombie and kill him. Yeah, but like I was saying, this sort of thing can be used for an infinite golem army. Or, if you want to store the golems and wait to kill them, if for some reason you don't want to waste iron drops, not that you need to worry about that with a system that produces golems as quickly, but if, that's your type of thing, not wasting anything, then you could use it to store it and then kill them when you want them. Otherwise, you could use them for an infinite golem army, use that in an arena for the golems versus the mobs, and I'm definitely going to be doing that in my LP world. You could use something like my mob sorting system to actually, have golems versus zombies or golems versus skeletons. The golems will not verse creepers, for whatever reason. I don't think that they'd have any problem with it, but whatever. So you could have like the golems versus a zombie and skeleton army. Yeah, I know that most of you guys just subscribe to me for my mob sorting stuff, and don't worry, I'm working on that. Um, the creepers and kitties are in the last snapshot. I haven't tested it in this snapshot, but in the last snapshot, the creepers and kitties were a little bit unreliable, and the zombies chasing villagers was also pretty unreliable. So the reason we got to switch over to that is because zombies now walk at the same speed as creepers do. And remember last time I was using the differences in speed between creepers and zombies to separate them out. So now we got to use their behavior with villagers and kitties to separate them out. And that's not 100% reliable, so I think John's working on that. Maybe I'll figure out a new way, maybe something based off of pathfinding itself to get them separated out. But once I get all that working again, I'm going to build an arena in my LP world, and we're going to have some iron golems versus mob action. All right. Well, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.